A lot of people don't really watch my Married to Medicine videos, so I'll have to rethink a couple of things for season two. But I guess we can start things off um, with the season finale and just go from there. It was. I'm not gonna call it lackluster because the show isn't about high levels of drama. It's more so petty than anything else, which I'm fine with. Not every show has to be wah. Um, it starts with Dr. Imani. Dr. Imani is talking to her husband, and her son is there. But the whole premise is that she's going to have her sister meet her sister for the first time, and it's scary. It's scary, but she's super excited because there's a certain level of protection and fourth wall that hasn't been broken so far. But now they'll meet up. Shani is talking to Jasmine about how she's super stressed and because she wants to continue to work, do her business, but also be a full time mom and a full time wife. And it's looking like it's not going to be realistic anymore. Something has to give on some level. And Jasmine's really just there to listen and support. Uh, let's see, Dr. Noel as well as Asha. Asha talks about how she's on Days of Our Lives and things are going well, except for the fact that she's still not pregnant. She's trying to get pregnant. I didn't see anything about a reunion, so I don't know if this show is getting a reunion. My DVR kind of cut out, but if there is one, we'll be back next week for it. And Noelle, what is Noelle talking about? Noelle is just kind of encouraging her friend. Now we see Dr. Britton. She's talking to Mac, her husband, and Mac is putting it out there that, oh, Dr. Britton got the job, but it starts next year. I said, huh? It starts next year? So what time of year is it right now for it to start next year? Okay. Okay. I guess in that field, that's how it works. But her husband wants her to come back. Now remember, she's in LA. She has more opportunities. She can make a way more money doing what she's doing there than if she's back home. But her husband is just like, at this point, I need you to come back to help me with the kids. And he also wants to see her face. So part of me felt like, dang, the woman's plight and sacrifice of things. But then the other part of me said, okay, if this isn't how their relationship normally is, then I guess to keep the peace and not make things, well, things aren't bad, but not make things potentially bad, then that's fine. They didn't find a house, and he never said that, oh, well, come back to Florida and leave your dreams and your aspirations behind. He's like, come back to Florida since you already secured a job that won't start until next year anywhere. Wait, I guess that's a compromise. We normally don't see this, so that's why it's kind of hard to know exactly how to feel. But I don't think what he's asking is unreasonable, since he's not blocking her from. Because at this point, she would be working really hard, but also just hanging out primarily with her friends for I don't know how long it will be until her job starts, and they still don't have a house, permanent lodging, I should say. Dr. Imani, she goes and she meets her sister and her nephew for the first time in person, and she is crying. Her and her sister share the same face. It's crazy. Same shape. I'm sorry, same shape. Not necessarily same face, same shape. And it's crazy because looking at her nephew, I'm like, okay, yeah, he could be related to her son. It's insane. It's insane. And she's just talking about how, what I guess her sister's letting her know about the things that her father would kind of let her know about her sister. And all of this is beautiful. She's super happy. They're crying. It's amazing. They're all going to get together, with the kids and all of that. Here's the problem. Dr. Imani wants a relationship with her father, and she does deserve one, but we don't know if that's going to happen because her father, it's just a lot going on. Just a lot going on. And she's not giving up, which is fine, but her feelings could be very hurt let's say next season, if things don't go the way that she's kind of in the back of her mind hoping they'll go, even though she's not letting anyone know about it yet. Now, Dr. Robert, because he messed up, and I'm glad that he realized that what he did was, again, he's not wrong as far as, okay, whose job, just like off the rip, uh, if something's happening in the moment, whose job is more important? That's not the question. The whole question is not to devalue what someone else is doing just because of how much you value what you do, which is what he was doing. So he made, I guess, his famous lasagna. That's his thing, and so of course having the kids there, kids have a way of making people, breaking down that wall, making people be like, okay, even if I'm kind of mad, the kids are here, so I'm gonna keep it cute. I'm gonna be a little bit more open, and he does apologize, and she appreciates it. So they're going to be fine, but they still have to work out what is her new schedule going to look like, because the kids in school and her work obviously isn't decreasing. How are they going to create that balance? Because he still has to have certain hours due to his job. That's just the thing. Maybe eventually it can be delegated better, but initially when you start a new role, a lot of time has to be devoted into that. Dr. Imani's at home, and her sister comes, and they were just kind of joshing on the kids for a second, and then the kids went upstairs to play Fortnite, and she was downstairs with her sister, again, just kind of just talking about how much she loves her, and she's just thankful to have her in their life, and how she realizes that. And apparently her father reached out, not to her, but to her sister, and said that she's happy that they're reconnecting, because maybe this will be the way that everyone can come back together. And it sucks that it has to go that route versus, him also being a part of that initially, but she said best. Her dad is emotionally unavailable a lot of times, and that makes things difficult. Excuse me. Now we get to, apparently there's this big party that's being thrown. I think it was, if I'm not mistaken, who was throwing the party? Oh, Dr. Imani was throwing the party. But it's a different type of party. It's just for, to showcase love to everyone in that community. All of her friends, the doctors, the people who aren't doctors, everyone who is a part of it in one shape, form, or another. Apparently, Dr. Britton always dresses up because she likes to do what she can't do in her everyday life. She wears scrubs, she wears really conservative clothes, and so whenever there's an event, she goes all out. I said, there is nothing wrong with that. Have you a good time, express yourself. She does talk to Dr. Imani, lets her know she has to go back to Florida. She has to go back to Florida because Mac, he's having a tough time juggling everything with the kids and also with work, and the setup is supposed to be temporary anyway. I am coming back because I have a new job, but it starts next year. So until then, I will be back in Florida. And she said it like, I love she's like, it's like she loves her family, and there's no buts about that. I just wanted to stay in LA. That's all I heard when she was talking. All I heard was, I want to stay in LA. Now, there was a moment where Jasmine and Dr. Imani were hugging, and, well, Jasmine said, okay, this hug feels fake. You could put a little bit more effort. And yeah, she could put more effort into it, but I'm thinking, this is on the Richter scale of life. This is low, low, low. And I'm glad that they kind of realized, okay, we're all good. We're all good. They actually do hug it out, and they're fine. Perfect. Now we can move on. Asha is doing great. Remember, she was on Days of Our Life. She's still not, on the best of terms with Shanique, but that's just going to have to be tabled for now. Shanique is talking to Jasmine again because the person who was reading, well, at this point, Shanique is just like live and let live. However, one person's gonna feel over there is how they're gonna feel. Not gonna force anything. She already said her piece, and yeah, at this point, just apologizing again, it's not gonna come off genuine. It's not, even if it is, because you're gonna be kind of irritated. Gonna be kind of irritated. Um, that was really it because Dr. Imani just showed love to Dr. Britton, and she said, "Whoa, she Dr. Switzerland or something like that," because she's always maintaining the peace. Her and Asha, I guess, came up with this, and it was really nice. It was really nice, but Dr. Britton had to let them know she's going back to Florida. She has to go back to Florida because she needs to go and be there for her family, but she will be back once her job starts next year, and I guess that means she'll be back for filming. Whatever. So this show was cool. Please like, comment, subscribe. Like I said, I want to continue to review it, but I need more people to watch the show and also watch my videos to do so because my schedule is full and I will be making some changes very soon. So that's it. Thanks.